And we are live on the Metal Voice. Getting all ready here. Talking about Megadeth's new song, I Don't Care. Have you heard it? Australia and Japan have heard it, and so have we. Produced by Dave Mustaine and Chris Rackstraw. It's going to be released, the album's going to be released January 23rd, 2026. We got single one, Tipping Point. We got this huge, release news that Ride the Lightning will be released by Megadeth, which he co-wrote with Metallica. And now we have I Don't Care. Do you care? Does anybody care? Is anybody watching?
You there?
All right, Perrin, we'll just go back and forth. I mean, there's not much to this song, right? So let's just kind of go back and forth. We'll riff. That's what they call it, riffing.
We're going to riff. Well, there's not much to the song in the sense that the song is all of 3 minutes and 8 seconds. So, folks, if you're looking for an easy-to-digest listen, or something that you can easily listen to like 5 times in 15 minutes, I Don't Care as a 3-minute power spurt. So, very, very, very easy to listen to.
It's punky. It's punky, right?
I have notes. And
you have notes.
The first word on my notes.
Punky.
I wrote
punky.
Punky energetic riff.
I wrote title-driven song punky. Sort of P-cells. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's a title-driven. Even though it's not called What Do You Mean?
The level of preparation that goes into the Metal Voice. I have written notes on my daughter's purple cue cards.
That's it.
If she's one short, I'm in trouble.
So we can all agree it's a punky song, and it's not a bonus track, and it's not a cover punk track that he's done in the past. This is a Megadeth punky song, non-covered.
You're gonna say to yourself, I've heard this vibe before from Megadeth, right? So again, it's punky, it's energetic, it's riff-driven. There's a catchy chorus. It takes me back a little bit to early, maybe So Far, So Good, So What. But, I feel like almost every Megadeth song maybe has kind of this short, punky song on it. Like, last album was a cover, right? They did Police Truck from the Dead Kennedys. I feel it has maybe that kind of a energy to it. But it's an original. So...
and that's where it differs. Let me tell you the brilliance of Megadeth right now. This is the brilliance, and correct me or if I'm wrong, okay? He takes punk, he delivers a punk with rebellious lyrics, but then he takes punk and he makes it technical, which punk isn't typically technical, right? He's got punky rhythm, groove. That's what punk has. It's kind of like moshing groove. And then he pulls a solo into it or has riffs going throughout it and making it super technical. That's the genius of Dave Mustaine.
Jim, we've been doing this too long together because my my fourth note is there's great soloing from, I assume, Timu on this. And I said the soloing makes it more metal. So it's kind of a punk song, or what starts off as a punk song becomes very metallic, because what punk doesn't have that metal does are these kind of trademark technical guitar solos. So I definitely feel like, we talked about it being punky, and that could turn off some people. But let me say, this turns into, a full-on metal song, because you're right. I didn't write technical, but the technical...
No, you didn't. So there you go. It's not on the notes.
Confidence displayed. And not just Timu in the soloing. Hats off to whoever did the mix, because you really, beyond the guitars being prominent, the bass and drums individually are also very prominent. And the rhythm section is great. And, I guess this version of the band hasn't been together all that long and not on record, but Mustaine, Timu, James Lomenzo, and Dirk, frankly, on record, are damn formidable. Really, really formidable. I mean, honestly, I was impressed with Tipping Point, and I'm really impressed with this. Great production, great mix, but they're all playing some really good stuff. A note I took also is you're listening to this, and whether you like to play air guitar, air bass, or air drums, there's moments for you in this song where you're going to find yourself doing that or doing that or doing that. So I guess
Well,
a song
yeah,
that makes you
look, I
do that
mean,
is
we
a good
have to
thing.
differentiate between punk and thrash. Thrash being it's got this sort of tempo. It's a more of a technical tempo with the drums and the guitars, where punk is more straightforward, more of a 4/4 beat in most cases, and it's kind of like it's got that same groove, same beat throughout the song. That's what a punk song generally is. It's just a quick in and out. Think of the Ramones, think of the Sex Pistols, 4/4 on the floor, a beat, a jive. But he takes that, Mustaine takes that, and as we just mentioned before, turns it into a punky metal song, not thrash. This is more of a punky metal song.
I
Thrash,
agree.
think of Testament, think of speed metal, think of Exciter. That's in the thrash and speed world. This is punk. It
Yeah.
spurts of melody, spits of melody, spurts of melody. That's punky. It cuts in and out.
So if people cannot tell from what we've said so far, uh, while it's clear, I think we both like the song. I think we're
Yeah.
in violent agreement that we like the song.
Yes.
It's not at all the same as Tipping Point. And I love when bands release singles to give us a preview of the album, and it's not song one, but then the next song and the next song are like almost the same. And it makes me say like, oh, is this gonna be 12 songs of sameness on this record? So Megadeth have given us two singles. I think they've given us two very good singles, but they've also given us two singles that show us the different sides of Dave Mustaine and the band, and I like that because when Megadeth is at their best, it's not same.
Yep.
Dave challenges us with different sounds and different things. So these two singles are different from each other. So if you like Tipping Point, maybe you'll like this, and maybe you won't. Like I said, I like them both for different reasons. Tipping Point's definitely more, it takes me back to Rust in Peace, and it is pure thrash metal. But this is, maybe you can make some parallels of So Far So Good So What and some of their, earlier stuff. But this is something different. Definitely something different.
And I mean the only thing that's similar to Peace Sells, the song, it's just the title driven. Well, I wouldn't even say Peace Sells is a title driven, but it's sort of the repeating of sort of like that one line, like, what do you mean? And what do you mean? And what do you mean? Here's, I don't care if I'm out of line. I don't care because this life is mine. I don't care if you don't like what I say. I don't care. I won't obey. I don't care if you're getting high. I don't care if the truth is a lie. I don't care if blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I don't care if my hope is dead. I don't care if I'm not your class. It's always that rebellious spirit of Dave Mustaine, even though he's like mid
Yeah.
60s. Is
He's
that what
not
he
quite
is?
an angry young man anymore,
But
but
he's an angry old man. That's what
but
he
he's
is.
he's channeling his inner angry young man, uh, being a grumpy old man. But honestly, it's not done in a grumpy kind of way. It's done in honestly, the spirit of the song is very young and punkish and energetic. It's not.
And you know what? I can see young kids when he's long gone and retired in 2030. I could see young kids listening to this song 50 years from now, rebelling against their parents, with the flying saucers. I don't care and I don't care. It is a rebellious spirit. And the punkiness of the song is rebellious. The theme of the song is rebellious. I think he knocked out of the park. I love Tipping Point. I love this song. It's still Megadeth, but like you said, it's varied. It's
Yeah,
varied, and that's what makes Dave
it's
Mustaine so great.
undeniably Megadeth, and I will say that these first two singles, and then knowing that we're gonna have Ride the Lightning to discuss when the album comes out.
Yep.
It's not even 2026 yet. We haven't even summarized 2025 yet,
Yeah.
but it's clear that this is going to be a contender for 2026 album of the year. And I'm really glad. If this is indeed Megadeth's last album, I
Yep.
don't want them going out with a whimper. I want them going out with a bang. And
Yep.
again, I think a lot of us liked, maybe even loved the last album. Dystopia, 13, Endgame, go back to all these records. I think, they had mixed reviews, you know, positive, but lukewarm positive. Not like this is amazing. I'm starting to feel like this has the makings of an amazing album. I think this really has the makings of something special. And I don't know if Dave just kind of dug in and said, "Hey, if this is my last one, I'm not going out with a whimper. But I probably haven't been this excited about a new Megadeth record since
the last record.
Really? I liked the last record, but I wasn't waiting for it with bated breath. Cool, the new Megadeth album's coming out. It came out. I did like it, but I don't know if I've been waiting, eagerly anticipating a new Megadeth album in a long time. And now, based on what I've heard, I'm eagerly anticipating hearing this entire record.
Look at this. The track listing was released, I believe, about a week and a half ago. Tipping Point is the leading track. I Don't Care is the second track. So we get a feeling of what the feeling of the album, how it's forming. Hey God, like with an exclamation. Let There Be Shred. Puppet Parade. Another Bad Day. That's typically Dave Mustaine. Made to Kill. Dave Mustaine. Obey the Call. Obey the Call for War, maybe. I Am War. Very warish. And The Last Note. So I think, and plus bonus track Ride the Lightning. I think this is going to 41 minutes. 41 minutes is that's not a big album.
No,
it's short to the point.
No, you're right. Look, you and I always say anything over an hour gets hard to digest. Mm-hmm. 40 makes me believe that there's going to be a lot of short energy burst songs, which is fine. I'm fine with 3-4 minute Megadeth classics. I'm fine with that. I don't need, Same. Okay, maybe 1 7-8 minute epic would be cool on the last record. I'm hoping there's an In My Darkest Hour in there someplace. I kind of like when Megadeth, on at least a track or two, kind of slows it down and gives us something like that. But we'll see where it goes. But again, in my mind, 2 for 2. Definitely interested in hearing more, which is what lead-off singles are supposed to do. Like the cover art, love how the band is
me too.
The mix. Yes. So look, I know sometimes we do this and we're like, okay, well, here's the pros and here's the cons. I don't have anything bad to say about this. I think
is in and out.
Yeah,
in and
out. I think anyone who's waiting till tomorrow or midnight tonight to hear it, it's worth the wait. I think you're going to be really happy with it. If you're a Megadeth, I couldn't see a longtime Megadeth fan not liking this.
Well, I've seen some comments already saying, punky, gross, oh man, I can't believe he's did this. Some people are saying, I love it. Some people are saying it's very polarizing because he's gone a little on the punky side versus the metal side or the thrash side. Jim Harrison is calling it album of 2026. He's calling it right here and now.
Right. We haven't heard the album, and it's not out for 2 months. But early election call, album of the year. Look, I can't argue with him. I think this is going to be a really, really good record. But we don't know what else is coming next year.
All right. Can't wait to see them opening for Iron Maiden in Toronto.
And I will be there with you. And then I will see them a couple days later out in the field in Montreal.
Yeah, I will not be in the field. I refuse to not sit down.
I'm going to get you into the field.
All right, man. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This was a quick review, just like the song is quick. I don't care. Do you care? Do you give a crap? What do you think of this song? Some of you may have heard it. Some of you may have not have heard it. Australia, Japan, and all the countries over on that part of the world have heard it. And slowly it's leaking into this part of the world. The new album will be released January 23rd, 2026. That's just entitled Megadeth. And so far so good. So what? Thanks, everybody.
Always take notes, kids.
Yes.